The benefits of the interinstitutional dialogue that we established on the basis of mutual respect, both in our bilateral relations and at the regional and global level. We want to continue $100 billion. We will implement different projects to deliver energy products to Europe and the world through our country. With the natural gas center to be established in our country, progress will be made in both energy transmission and pricing. We are approaching step by step towards our goal of making our country the center of the region and then of the global energy.
The Black Sea Grain Initiative, brokered by Turkey and the United Nations in 2022, ended after Russia withdrew in July. Ankara and the United Nations are now seeking to convince Moscow to return to the agreement.
The revitalization of the Black Sea Grain Initiative is a priority for the whole world. As a result of our contributions, the United Nations has prepared a new package that will pave the way for the revitalization of the initiative. The West takes a very different view towards Russia, both in terms of SWIFT and insurance. 44% of the grain goes to Europe. 14% go to Africa. Putin says that I will not take a step on this issue until Europe fulfills its promises.
Russia's military operations in Ukraine have shattered long-held views that war was a thing of the past on the European continent. Since the first day of the conflict in Ukraine, Turkey has acted with the understanding that war has no winners, fair peace has no losers.
Ankara's stance on the ongoing war in Ukraine is clear. We have always defended peace, dialogue, and diplomacy. We have worked hard to prevent further bloodshed. Instead of magnifying the problem and adding fuel to fire, we tried to ensure that both sides meet on a common ground. We reiterate that we are ready to do our part when the stakeholders demand, saying that there is no winner of war and no loser of peace.
Turkey has long been stressing that it will not tolerate terrorist threats posed against its national security. The Turkish armed forces have adopted eliminating terrorism from the root and attack rather than defense strategies for counter-terrorism operations.
Neither the PKK nor the YPG own these places. They are just terrorists. The attitude of the tribes against the PKK-YPG by uniting together is a struggle of dignity. It is both national and local. We've seen once again what a great danger the terrorist organization is for the people of the region. I hope it has been seen that it is not possible to destroy a terrorist organization with another terrorist organization.
As one of the major components of the Middle East region, Turkey associates the stability, security and well-being of the Arab countries directly with its own. Turkey has been seeking to normalize its relationships with several countries in the Middle East.
Our country is in favor of the territorial integrity of its neighbors. Since the beginning of the civil war in Syria, we have been saying that the biggest threat to the territorial integrity of this country is the terrorist organizations stationed in this country. Our fight against terrorist organizations that threaten our country will continue until the last terrorist is neutralized. We are in that region to clear northern Syria from terrorist organizations that threaten our country. It is possible to normalize relations with the Syrian regime if progress is made in the fight against terrorism, the political process, and the safe, voluntary, and honorable return of refugees.
Turkey has voiced concern about the recent unrest in Iraq's northern city of Kirkuk. Turkey has been calling on Iraqi authorities to put an end to the increasing presence of the PKK terror group in Kirkuk.
For the peace and tranquility of the region, activities that will disrupt the structure of Kirkuk should be avoided. Any action that will disrupt the structure of Kirkuk means the deterioration of the integrity of Iraq. Turkmen homeland Kirkuk has been a geography where different cultures live together in peace for hundreds of years. We will not allow the peace and integrity of this geography to be disturbed.
Well, it's drastic because quite many poor countries in Africa, in Middle East, in Asia